Greetings, it's Drawn Sword here. It's been a while. Been working on a lot of comic work, and just recently I got the urge to do a full illustration, a bounty hunter piece, and yeah, I come up with this guy and I've just been finishing it off. Thought I'd just make a video showing a bit of me finishing it off. Yeah, otherworld bounty hunter in some kind of wild jungle. I've been using graphite pencil and black Prismacolor pencil as a new way of getting some nice blacks, as you know, the darkest graphite just doesn't seem to ever be dark enough. But I get kind of cravings to do these full-on pieces like this. I've come up with a bit of a story for this guy, for a comic book story, and you know, it's got so many ideas on the cooker. It just takes so long to draw them. I'm thinking of actually doing some comics just like this, without inking them, just doing them in graphite and with the black colour pencil. As I can draw quite fast just with pencil. You know, having to draw things twice with, you know, you pencil it, then you ink it, well, why don't I just finish it in pencils, and, you know, could speed the process up a bit. And, you know, it's a bit of a unique look, different look. I'm definitely going to have a go at it, doing some comic work, although, you know, I'd like to just switch to that, but, you know, I like to keep things uniform, so if I've started something and I've already got something going, a couple of things going in ink, so I'll finish them that way, just to keep things uniform. And, you know, I know sometimes you get I mean, it's pretty common to get a change in artist with an ongoing story. It's usually quite jarring though, so I figure that would be the same way if you changed your medium. So yeah, with something new, a new story, a new character, that kind of thing, I think I'll definitely have a go at, you know, rendering the whole comic in graphite pencil and with a bit of black colour pencil, just to bring out those dark hairs parts that are needed. Yeah. Yeah, I've probably only got about I've got about a page to go with my first issue of my upcoming comic series, Karnok. I've got one more page to pencil and ink. Also, recently I had a bit of a craving to do something in colour, because I'm always doing pencil or ink work, and so I started doing a painting in acrylic paint. I quite like using acrylics, because if you don't like what you've got, you can just paint over it. And you know, sort of the craving to do colour stuff it just comes back every now and then, so I have to sort of fix that. So yeah, I'm going to try and get back to it. I never finish my paintings. I mean, I start them and they just take so long that yeah, I want to get back to that sometime too. But I mean, I only spent like half a day on it or something like that over the weekend. And this one, it's probably just been a couple of late night sessions. I think about 3 late night sessions on this so far. I mean, you know, sort of after I've had tea and, you know, picked up my pencil and started drawing, and then, you know, wrapped it up and gone to bed sort of thing. You know, from what? I guess from, you know, 7 till 11 or something like that. What's that? You know, 4 hours a shot, 4 hours a session. I'm not even sure really, it could be less than that. Yeah, colour pencil can be quite fast. You know, I really like it that I can get in there and get the different textures and the detail, you know, cover ground quite quickly. I just wish there was a grade that stayed hard and that was really black, you know, so you could get those real dark areas. And I sort of thought I'd stay away from using ink, because with ink I'd have the tendency to just end up inking the whole piece. And you know, I kind of like how you get the tonal work with graphite, you know, get the variations. You know, this what is it? Yeah. Prismacolor black. Gives you that, just brings out some nice dark shadow, helps give the piece some depth. yeah, I've been really enjoying using the A nib and the G nib with the Indian ink, and just inking that way I can really get in there and do tiny detail, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's better than the fine liners, because I just wreck my fine liners. I press too hard and I can't get the finer lines that I want with it, especially with the 0.2 and the 0.1s. I always push the nib up into itself. I press too hard eventually and I don't get my full money's worth out of them. But with the nibs they handle it well. In fact, the A nibs that the Zebra Comics line make, I think they're called mapping nibs. I call them A nibs because it's the only thing I can identify with all the Japanese writing on the little box. But yeah, they're really good, but you know, I just get the craving to jump in and do something in graphite. I mean, I've done so many graphite drawings over the years that it's just become a part of me. I've got to do them. This is sort of like a sanity drawing, you know, because comics are kind of, you know, you're doing all these little fiddly panels and, you know, you're kind of not going as hard out as you would in a full piece like this. But I mean, you could, and I probably will on some pieces, but some pages. Yeah, I just gotta get this out of me, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result of, you know, using black colour pencil with a graphite drawing. I think it really helps.